Hello, welcome to 52 of 2020. Am I right? Episode 3, week 3. I decided I'm going to call them episodes. So it is what it is. Am I right? I also decided we're going to play some cool jams in the background. All right. Probably just some by what is it called? Binaural beats. Am I right? Okay. Let's what am I feeling today? I should've known better. Can you did I gotta wait again? All the then all the time. Give it a thing. You did something. Alright, sorry. Okay. Don't want to hear this. My daughter is also sleeping right next to me. So you're gonna hear her soft snoring. It gets a little wild sometimes. I'm enjoying myself in this series. This series of mine on this channel. We're 2 minutes in already. Haven't pulled a card yet. Okay, so for the collective, for the third week of 2020, let's talk about last week real quick. I took some notes down because I kind of forgot. So I had to go rewatch. So last week, look at our notes. Last week, we were talking about control of finances, control in terms of responsibility and taking care of resources, no longer connecting to your surroundings because you've outgrown them. The High Priestess in the reverse came out. The Two of Cups in the reverse came out. I don't think I wrote down all the cards. The Judgment started the reading, which was great because week 1 ended with the Ace of Swords, that clarity, and then you start week 2 with Judgment, with new eyes almost, with better judgment to start off your week. And you have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, that deadbeat energy, that energy of somebody not knowing how to show up, not showing up when they need to. A little bit of stress because you don't have it all together and you're still a work in progress. Okay? And the path that you're on is very triggering, but it's triggering because things are changing. Things are moving. You're becoming more aligned with yourself. You're becoming more aligned with your path. You're becoming more aligned with your purpose. So things are going to be a little triggering because they're things you have to deal with in this rebirth, in this awakening. Some of you, it feels like you're starting over from the beginning. Someone may be coming in to show you what they've learned, and they may be feeling away. They may be a little upset. I felt mad, but I don't know if that they're mad at you or they're mad at what they've been through, what they feel like they've had to go through. But it feels like someone's coming in to share what they've learned, or potentially for some people coming in for closure or coming in for a reunion, a reconciliation of the past. And Spirit is basically saying that you need to take these lessons as protection, as guidance, as weapons of spirit to protect yourself and to guide yourself and to just stay afloat. And some of you, there's a disconnection from emotion, okay? So that was those are last week's notes, okay? Now we're going to talk about this week, week 3. Bottom of the deck for week 3, okay? Bottom of the deck for week 3. is the Fool. We're more hopeful this week. We're way more hopeful this week. This is letting things flow as they need to flow. This is trusting the process. This is not worrying about what the outcome is. This is detachment from the outcome versus detachment from the situation. Sorry. For some people, it may be. For some people, it may be a detachment from a specific situation. But it feels more so like trusting the process versus trying to control everything, which is great. I forget which sign had that in their reading, trying to control everything or needing to let go of control. But we're going to pull out 7 cards for week 7. Let's see what the first card is. Okay. 3 of Wands in the reverse. So we have summoned. This is how I know I'm talking to more than one person at a time. But somehow it all connects anyway. So we have the Fool, right? You're hopeful about the future. You're hopeful about the path that you're on. This is the beginning of the major arcana, or the ending, or, the next phase. We're in a new phase. Of course, we're in 2020. We're in a new space in our lives. And this has created some anxiety for people. This 3 of Wands in the reverse, this not being able to see the full picture, not being able to... The 3 of Wands has been coming out a lot, by the way. Oh my gosh. Because there's so much forward movement that needs to happen, or that people want to happen, or that people are inspired to engage in. And it requires this energy. But not everybody just wants to just say, fuck it, throw caution to the wind. Some people want to see where they're going. I want to control everything. You can't control everything. 3 of Wands. There's a delay in your journey due to fear. Fear of the unknown. But still remain hopeful about it. That's the reminder for week 3. Remain hopeful anyway. Don't try to guess the outcome. Don't try to make sure that you have that one particular outcome. Life is going to throw a lot of things your way. Like, you can't control everything. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. For some of you, this could be, let's see, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I'm not keeping these cards here. I just wanted to clarify. So the Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. There could be someone here that wants to offer you a connection based on honesty. But you may, I don't know who this is for, but you may feel like it's a bad time. It's a bad time because you're trying to you're so focused on your money. And it's just like, I appreciate your honesty. But what else you got for me? Yeah, you don't trust this person. They talking a good game, but they might be here for reasons, you know, ulterior motives. Somebody that's probably hurt still about something. And they want to turn a new leaf with you. And that's probably why you don't trust them, or you feel like it's not a good time. There's a potential for a good conversation to happen. Yeah, but someone's judgment is foggy. Someone's judgment is not good right now. And I think that's part of, someone needs to trust their judgment. They don't trust their judgment right now, but okay. I don't know who needs to hear that, but trust your judgment. Your judgment might be a little foggy when it comes to someone of the past trying to come in and reconcile with you. Hey, Bill, can you close the door? Please?
Okay.
Thank you, please.
Come on.
I see. Okay. Yeah, so back on track. I don't know who needed to hear that or why. Well, it ain't my business. It's your business, okay? So the full overall energy for week 3. Remaining hopeful about the future, not trying to control the outcome, not being afraid of the unknown, but being afraid of the unknown. So that's basic human emotion. Like, you know, you need to be hopeful, but, you know, naturally you're still nervous about something, right? For some of you, it could be that person that's coming in trying to offer something you don't know if you can handle. You don't know if you can handle it. You don't know if you deserve it. You don't know if you're ready for it. Whatever it is that keeps you from accepting a new beginning. Because there's a new beginning here. There's an offer of new. There's an offer of more. But it's not that you want to stay stuck in a cycle. You feel like you're stuck in some sort of cycle, like your world is turned upside down. But in the midst of your world being turned upside down and you being afraid to move forward because of some sort of fear, you're being offered a brand new beginning. And you should be excited about it, and you should feel hopeful about it, and you shouldn't be worried about the outcome, because right now, in this very moment, things are beautiful, or things can be. They can be. Right? I think so. Why not accept this Ace of Cups? This new beginning, this new love. For some people, this is a whole new relationship that you should be walking into with yellow confidence. Both of these cards have all yellow. There's confidence in both of these cards. Confidence, courage. Knowing that you got it regardless. It's just like a confidence. Like Leo energy. Right? That's what this week calls for. Your confidence, your courage, your hope for the situation. How many cards flipped over? 2 cards flipped over. We got the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Queen of Swords in the reverse is someone... They have a lot to say. They've been through a lot. They got a lot to say. Yes, we know you've been through a lot. Probably upset because your world is upside down. This is all you're focusing on. That's why you have so much bad stuff to say. That's why you have so much negativity to spew, because you're only focusing on the negativity. But there is someone here, maybe a friend, maybe a reverend, maybe a pastor, maybe someone you look to for guidance, you look to for advice, you look to for counsel. They're here to help you. Or whether it's feeling like you need to be part of a community, or... Okay, for some people, this is an offer of of union. For some people, marriage. But you can't see the good, and you can't see that. You don't know how to be hopeful in this because you have been through so much. Got the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords. You're absolutely still not operating with emotion in mind. Okay, we got 7 cards out. Yeah, you're absolutely not connecting to your emotions. And for some of you, it's becoming, it's like you're growing, but the parts of you that are growing are the parts of you that you should be working on expeditiously to better. So it's like the not so good traits and habits of yours are intensifying because of this inability to allow yourself, this inability to be vulnerable. But there's someone in your life, there's someone in your circle, there's someone that you know that can bring you some sort of peace of mind. This is someone you definitely look up to. Or this is a message to connect with a higher source or a higher power, or simply just going on some sort of pursuit of knowledge. This is part of your work that you're doing. If you have nothing nice to say, go find something nice to read. Go find something to instill in your everyday life. Go feed, go nourish your soul. Continue to work on what you need to be working on and remain hopeful in the process, because there's a new beginning here. And yes, things do feel out of control with the World card in the reverse. And Queen of Swords is, I've been through some shit, I'm a little bitter, and it's coming out that way. And King of Swords is, you know, butterflies over my head, butterflies on her throne. Yes, we're growing and we're moving forward, but not with my emotions involved. Not letting something go. The Tower in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse. What are you holding on to? There's something you're holding on to. There's something that can't be let go. That's why this Ace of Cups is not being appreciated or recognized, because you're still focused on some shit that needs to pass, that needs to be gone and be out of that's so easy to say, get it out of your mind. But there's something that you're investing your energy in that does nothing for you but stress you out and make you bitter and make you, you know, operate in a way that's detrimental to your growth and the process that you're on. This is the energy that you should be embodying right now. The Fool. Now, the Fool can be a fool. So you could be absolutely acting like a fool. You probably alone and to yourself right now. The Hermit card. The Five of Swords in the reverse. It's like, you know, you have to leave something behind, but you don't know how to do it. You don't care how it happens. I feel like you should care about how something ends. There should be some integrity in this. You should care more about how something ends, about how something is resolved. You should care more about that. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you should care more about how a situation is resolved. It's not just about you. Because there's a potential for something new to blossom, and your inability to connect with it right now and identify with it right now and recognize what it is right now is preventing you from seeing what it could potentially be. I don't care about potential. I get it. Okay. But I mean, it's a place that you're staying in. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's a place you're staying in. So if you're going to stay there, why not move forward instead of constantly looking back and complaining? You might as well just leave. But if you're going to leave, leave with integrity. Leave with, yes, with your, to be true to you, but don't be an asshole to everybody else. I know that. Listen, we've all done it. Just me. Clown. Okay. Sometimes you leave situations not in the best way, but for the best way for you at the time. And then you learn, sometimes years later, I could have went about that differently. Some of you have realized that in your solitude. And you can't let it go. You can't let go of how you did it. So, okay. So some of you are, there's a fear of this new beginning, this new offer, because you're still beating yourself up about something from the past. Or you're still beating somebody else up in your mind from the past. But you're still a work in progress. And you're still working on yourself. Be more compassionate with yourself this week. Yeah. The Two of Wands, again, forward movement is desired, but there's an inability to do so due to fear. Or I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like there's this feeling of like not feeling worthy. Some of you are still working towards something. However, it's like you don't even believe you're going to get it. You don't stop working though, because maybe it's like you're hopeful, but you're scared at the same time. I feel both energies. That's why you're not letting something go. But there's a tower that is going to fall. It's going to fall regardless. It don't got to be a bad thing. It's probably going to be the best thing for you. You just got to let it happen. Can't control everything. Like I said, too many cards. Okay, it's almost 20. It's about to be 22 minutes. Okay. So, I mean, I think this was a good message for week 3. Letting go of the fears, letting go of the idea that you don't deserve this, letting go of the idea that maybe you messed up too many times, letting go of the idea that that there's a right way to go about this. 2222, intuition. Trust your intuition. You're going in the right direction. You're fine. And the past is the past. Let the past be the past. You still talking about the past because that's where you still at in your mind. That's nobody's problem but yours. Okay? Tell a new story. What's the new story? What's going on right now? And if you're someone that stresses out about the past, something I do for me is when I stop myself. I say, okay, but Brittany, is that happening right now? No. Relax. Or sometimes stressing out about stuff that could potentially happen. Brittany, is that happening right now? No. Do you know if it's happening right now? No. What do you know is happening right now? Nothing. So relax. Is that still happening right now? No. What's happening right now? Nothing. Sometimes, a lot of times, nothing's happening. It's just we're still talking about it. We're still thinking about it. How it happened. Okay, so what is it now? What is it right now? Stay present. Stay focused on the moment. Stay in the moment. Stay present with yourself. Stop worrying about the outcome. Stop worrying about the past. Stay present. The message for week 3. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in week 4. Later, Gator.